Good evening, YouTube friends. I thought I'd just do a short little video to catch you up on what I've been up to this last, well, several days, maybe a week. Since Mother's Day, why don't we just say that? So I'm sitting in our little gazebo, which isn't a gazebo. It's actually just a tent without sides is what it is, but it's shade, so I'm quite happy. So I'll show you what we've done here. I planted up my little shed garden with a few things. Put a little pellet fence up there. And I've been planting some of my 27 geraniums. If you can see, I just planted geraniums. There's my new little clematis, and it's actually grown since I put it in there 2 days ago. I can't believe that. And here's some more stuff. I'll just take you on a little walk. So, as you can see, the yard is looking a little bit different. I have my trellis up. This is called a squash trellis, but I'm using it for noodle beans, cucumbers, and some small squash, like the patty pan type squash. And I've started seeding the garden. From here to that board, I've got onions and beets. And then through the squash tunnel, that's what I'm going to call it from now on. I'm going to put a path. We're going to put down some weed barrier material and put wood chip on top. And over here, I have planted, these are peppers over here, and the rest are all tomatoes. And, oops, try not to go so fast. As you can see over here, I still have some tomatoes left over. I'll hang on to those in case some of the ones that I planted don't make it. And I have some peppers left over, some geraniums, and I haven't planted any pansies yet except for those. So I still have some stuff on hand. There's our little gazebo. It's kind of cute. It's perfect, actually. It keeps the shade happening, keeps the sun off us. There's a place we can go and sit out of the sun when we're working, so I'm quite happy. If we get one season out of it for $20, I figure that's a pretty good deal. So I still have my marigolds to plant around my tomatoes. I companion plant with marigolds. And nothing much is happening here. So maybe we'll just take a walk this way. That way my shadow won't be. Oh, I forgot to put my dibber away. So I've planted up this trellis. I've got noodle beans here and on the other side. Each side is exactly the same. So there's noodle beans, cucumbers, squash. Same over here. Noodle beans, cucumbers, and squash. This is going to be where the rest of my squash, my pumpkins, butternut squash, acorn squash, and zucchini are all going to be going in here. So I'll just go back to the messy back part here. Dandelion heaven. I just noticed that I have an asparagus, if you can call it that, growing. And this, I found this today. I think this might be a cherry tree. We had bought a cherry tree a few years ago, and it was doing great, and then it died. And I just stuck the root here like 2 summers ago. Forgot about it. And now something's growing, so I'm pretty sure it's a cherry tree. If so, I'm quite happy. So this area here will be carrots there and beans. This will be beans here, this stretch, and then across, and then that other's carrots. And here where I've watered, I've planted corn already. It's going to be another little path here. And down here I planted, along the grass here, I planted 2 rows of peas. And then there's my chamomile, which is doing really good. And further on, my wild garden. And look at the hedge. It's greening up so nicely. I love the green of spring. Never again will it look like this until next spring. Just so vibrantly green. So my little fruit trees that I planted. My one blueberry has some leaves coming out on it. This is the Norland, so it's doing all right. These have no signs of life. These red raspberries, they're just canes, but there's no sign of anything on them yet. I don't know how long it takes for a cane to wake up, sprout, or whatever they do. I don't think there's some life on any of them. I hope they're going to be okay. Nothing on that one either. But these Wyoming blacks, they've got some light on them. Well, they're doing okay. They're actually growing. And this other little blueberry is also got some leaves forming on it. So that's pretty good. Yeah, the hedge is looking lovely. Trying to stay out of the sun. There we go. Gary raked up dandelions here. This is just a dead area. I don't know what we're going to do with it. Plant some trees maybe. So things are looking a little bit different than they did before. I can't wait for everything that I planted to start growing. I can almost taste it. So the wildlife garden is coming too. I sprinkled a bunch of seeds in here. I put cosmos and lots of zinnia seeds. What else did I put in here? I can't remember. So hopefully I'll get some more flowers. And my little herb bed, it's doing all right. I gotta put some more things in here. And my mints are doing good. I have planted lettuce and kale and onions in here. Nothing's come up so far. So I guess I just have to wait. A couple new additions. This little pot here is, I put a little post in the ground. I'm eventually going to put a birdhouse on this, but for now, till I get a birdhouse or make one, I just put some geraniums in here. Sweet peas aren't looking all that great, but they may bounce back, I hope. They're not dead, they look terrible. Fennel's doing good. And I think my little trees are still hanging on. I should probably put them in bigger pots, I would think. And this also is another new addition. Little bird feeder. I love my birds. And they clean this up pretty quickly. So, and in here I've got nasturtiums. Just planted those. This little corner here, I'm going to just throw some zinnias in here. Fill this all up with zinnias. That'll be really nice and bright. And here is my Carl Forster. Tiny little Carl Forster. It's hard to believe this is going to be 6 feet tall. So some things have been happening, and it's been kind of exhausting, but I love this time where you can actually see some fruits of your labors, you know, when you see things starting to come up. Put plants in the ground and you think about a month or two from now, you'll be enjoying them or enjoying what they produce. It was a beautiful evening. There's a dove cooing up there somewhere. Birds are actually quite quiet tonight. Usually they're a little bit more active. It's been a very hot day today. Maybe they're worn out from the heat. They're not used to it. There's robins up in that big tree. There's several nests of robins up there. So I hope everybody's staying well. Everybody's busy, enjoying spring, enjoying, for us, finally, warmer weather. A bird just landed in that little water. I've got water in there. Go and take a drink. Oh, guess he's had enough. So, I guess that's it for this evening. I'm tired. I've been out here all day. So I'm going to go and have a cup of tea and relax for the rest of the evening. Take care, everybody. I'll talk to you again real soon. Bye for now.